I own and run Hoike Technologies, a small, mid-sized business information security consulting firm. Large organizations usually have a fund set up that can help them remediate security breaches. Most small and mid-sized businesses don't have that option. They don't have that built into their budget. A lot of it's just prayer. They hope that this never happens to them. They don't deal with the breaches. Many of them don't know that it's happening. 83% of companies today have a live, active infestation in the network. They don't know it's there. So the small and medium-sized business should have a risk assessment done. You can't protect what you don't know is there. So by doing this risk assessment, you know where all the moving parts are, where your firewalls are, how many workstations, what your licenses are for your antivirus or endpoint protection. Once you do your risk assessment, it will tell a story. It will tell you where you're vulnerable, where the problems lie, and then you can address them. So a small and mid-sized business risk assessment is not as painful as you would think it is. There are hotels right now that have wireless routers in place for the last 5 years that have never been updated. This has been one of the biggest conduits to stealing credit card information from people's laptops. Once you log onto this hotel network, you gain access to your machine. These things haven't been touched in years. So a proper risk assessment would have found that, hey, my wireless router X, model A, its last firmware is from 2010. There's been new firmware that addresses some of the problems. Maybe those should be put into place. So really understanding what's in your environment, what's vulnerable, creating a detailed report so that executive management can understand what their company faces every day and say, we need to set a firm plan as to how we're going to tackle all of these problems and address them. Small and medium-sized businesses need to focus on security. It's critical. They go into business, many of them put their whole lives involved in their organization and their company. It's their baby. This is make or break to many people. To go in and say, this may cost me some money today, but can I afford to be like that large retailer and spend $10 million to fix the problems? Most SMBs cannot do that. So it's the smallest insurance you can possibly pay.